Good evening, my name is CJ, and here I am in Polish Car Driving 2.0 Taxi Update to talk to my English-speaking audience about the new features that come along with being a taxi driver, and hopefully to help some clear up the confusion that may come with starting on these new features. Today I'm going to give you a brief summary of what to do with the taxis, new features, and equipment you will find, and the different zones that you may find and tariffs that come along with it. So let's go ahead and get into this. Today I'm in the main city of
Sławno.
I'm in the main city of Sławno. I don't speak Polish, so good luck trying to pronounce all these different things around here. This main area that you see here is where you go to get your taxi changed over to the new job, over by the cargo pickup area in the main part of Sławno. Also here you will find a map with all the zones, the main ones being the other main city, Darłowo, and Sławno, 401 and 351, as well as some tariffs that you will find that specify whether you're going inside, outside a city, and the time of day. All fees are same throughout every day of the week, so you don't have to worry about that. You'll have to keep in mind of all the different tariffs that you have for different zones, whether you're going inside or outside a city, so that you don't overcharge your customers. Now, let's get to the taxi. Most taxis, once you upgrade them over at the exchange area or the upgrade area, will be equipped with three different pieces of equipment. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. As we zoom in here, you'll see that there are three different things here in the cab of your vehicle. Some vehicles it may be in different spots, but don't worry, this doesn't usually change much. First, you have a taximeter, something that generates the cost of what your customer will have to pay over a distance. You have a pay pad that you will set the prices for your customer to pay you with, and then a printer and custom price setter down in the bottom right where you can print out receipts for you and your customer after your ride or before your ride. On the taximeter, you will see that there are a couple of buttons here. There is two selector buttons and one set button. As you click this, you will see that it will change between 3 to 4 different tariffs. These all have the same base price as the start, so don't worry. There's no indication that you're doing anything wrong here. We'll worry about this later when it comes to picking up people. Second, you have the pay pad, which has a, of course, 9 to 10 digit pin pad where you can enter in prices for your customer to pay. Over here on the printer down here, you have 4 different buttons that will not activate unless you have a custom price set by your customer or what you set for them beforehand if you're picking up at a taxi stand. To lock in a price that you have been given after a trip, say I drive a couple miles down the road and the price is at the end $9, I will lock this in and then hit it again. It will send it down to this printer. It will ask me a question and I will hit OK. I have no idea what this means, but at the end, the same price will come out here on this printer. If you have a customer in the vehicle, you will then enter that price on a pin pad. It must be the same on the taximeter. If not, it will be incorrect. At that time, the customer will pay, and then you will be rewarded once you print out both the receipts from your printer here, which will clear the price on your taximeter. And then once all the receipts are printed out, your customer will leave. Now that we have that understanding, let's go ahead and go try to pick up a customer. The second part of this is your phone. You'll notice that the phone automatically starts in Polish. There is a button on the top right that automatically lets you switch it to English. For my English speaking folks, you may want to change this over. In fact, you should. In this, you will find the zones. The two major zones of the two major cities are 401 and 351. Being in either, you will get jobs that will pop up on your phone, and you will be able to go and pick up a person in the city, and they can ask you to take them wherever. In the info tab, you'll see your taxi number, what status you're on, the zone you're in the position of your priority within that zone, and then the time and date as a normal. The status tab allows you to change what you are available for. So you have available, approach if you're on your way to pick up a customer, busy if you're busy and you do not want customers, a ride while you're currently in transit, and a pause button to pause orders for a short time. There's an end button. If you hit this, this will end your ride and despawn you. If you want to go back or end your route at any time, you can hit this. In the next tab, you'll see the zones. Right now, I'm in Swavno, or however you pronounce it. So I will pick zone 401. Give it a second as it is slow, and it may take a second for it to register that you clicked on the button. Oh, also, you must hit available before you do such. Here we go, and we click that. And now we are in the zone's priority. All right, now the next thing. There are two major taxi stations in Darwovo and Swarno that you can go to in order to pick up guests on top of the orders you can receive from your phone. So we are going to go to that taxi stand to increase our odds of getting a customer. Just down to the right, by the train station, and then you park out front. Here you can wait for orders to come in. Or a guest may come up to you and ask if you can give them a ride for a set fee that they announce or for a price that you offer. Note that depending on the distance, you may want to increase that price or reject people depending on how much they want to pay you. If you're doing set fees and you accidentally have a price already set in and your guest has not, or passenger has not paid for that time or distance that is already in the computer, you may want to clear it out. So, if that is so, you can see we have $18 on the board. We can hit the lock-in button, or F, on the taximeter, send it to the printer, and clear it through. This will reset it. Now we are ready to pick up a guest. It may take a few minutes, or you may get a call over the phone. Note that people at taxi stands offer custom rates, and anybody who is picked up either by phone pickup or random encounters, you may have to set the tariff on your taximeter. Now we are going to wait for a guest to jump in. This may take about 1 minute to 5 minutes at maximum. It is quite lengthy, but the payout is quite good. The payout is between, I'd say, around 4 to 15 grand. That's pretty good if I say so myself. The waiting game is usually pretty hard, though. Ah, look, we have a guest. So he's asked us a question. I don't speak Polish, so I will just go ahead and say yes, tak. He asks us to go to Krupi, the address, and then how much he will pay us for it. You will see on the map, if you hit this little teleport button up here, Krupi is a few miles up the road, closer to the town. Fortunately for me, I don't have to go that far. If I was going to another city, I would ask for somewhere in the ballpark about $30 to $50. Since I think this price is sufficient enough for the distance, I will accept his request for me to take him. The mission has started. You will see that your guest has now turned red. If they have a bag, you will now help them into the car. You will re-enter the car, and if the customer has given you a custom amount, you will enter it in down here on your computer and printer. I'll have to go ahead and send through the taximeter as it is already occupied. I will now hit the right button, which will open up the menu, which says enter an amount. He said $30. 30. The time and distance have now been entered, as well as the price. Sounds like I've also picked up a call from a customer who needs a pickup. We will then hit the set button up on there. A receipt will start to print, but don't worry. This can be dealt with later. We will now drive our customer to his location. Knowing the map well will allow you to travel quickly and efficiently and earn the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. Seeing as my guest has given me $30 for the trip, I may speak about the prices that you may get while working as a taxi driver. Typically, the range of what a guest will pay you or a customer will pay you as you travel with them is around $30 to $50 between cross map. Now, fares are different when you use app-based or pickup, when you pick up a person who needs to go to a custom location either out of town or in the city, which have different rates and may differ. You will have to enter the custom amount that is on your taximeter after that trip is completed, and you must set the tariff before you start the trip. There must not be that casa, whatever that is, that light on, otherwise it will lock in the price and you will have to clear out the entire taxi meter. Note that you cannot or should not overcharge your customers or undercharge them, otherwise your payout for the end of your job will be lower. We're getting closer to the location now. We'll take a right into Krupi here. And then a left to stop at my destination. You may want to put the hazard lights on, as other players will have to go around you as you take care of the payment processing, and you may be on a main road. Now we will get inside the car. It is quite a bit dark in here, so please forgive me if you cannot see. But on the taxi meter, or this green box, the price was already set in, since it was a custom amount. You will now enter in the price, $30, or Polish dollars. With you got to make sure that there are the right amount of zeros behind it, and then you will hit enter. The guest will now pay. Good. Sometimes this will fail, don't worry, and the guest will try to make the payment again. Now we can clear on our printer the distance and price that was set. The customer's receipt from the payment pad will be given, and you can just, if the payment pad asks you for a customer copy, you will say no. Now we clear out the ticket from the printer, and the taxi meter will clear. The guest will exit the car. And you can help them with their luggage, or the mission will end. My car is driving away now. I was paid $7,500 for my good work. Now, then again, I may have done that entire process wrong. I am still quite new to this taxi driving situation, and some of the features are still not well understood or translated well, as everything is in Polish. But hopefully, as you saw what I just did, that may help you along with your job in Polish car driving in the new Taxi 2.0 update. I hope this brief video was helpful, and sorry about the voice, my talking over it. Normally I don't make full extended clips, so it is just kind of an amateur video. I hope you found this helpful, and if you liked it, please comment so, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.